What's going on YouTube? This is Beyond the Ego, back with another video. I want to talk about the people who believe that they shouldn't have kids or they shouldn't bring kids into this world, and the other normies out there who are against this, who are busy arguing against this fact. It's so annoying when you hear people say these normies actually disagree that no, having kids is not good. Everybody should have kids, should bring kids to this world. We all should bring kids to this world because this world is good, blah 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 blah. Here's what you all motherfuckers don't understand. When an individual comes to a conclusion that the world is not good to reproduce, it's not good to bring kids here, is that a lot of us, we have thought about this over and over and over again for as long as we could, for as many years as we could. Most of us we weren't born like immediately we were born we just think no, we're not gonna have kids. No, this is something we've came to realize over and over again over some period of time while existing in this world. We come into this conclusion and then we finally realize that no, man, you can't be having kids, you can't be bringing kids here. You see, you're gonna come one day and try to argue something someone has been thinking about for over 10 or more years. They've been thinking and battling and doing all this contemplation, trying to figure it out, everything they could. Over 10 or more years, they've been thinking about this thing. And you come here after like 30 minutes and you think you can just argue these people out of this mentality and try to convince them. You never even gave 5 minutes of your day of your lifetime to think about this. You see, ever since you existed, you never even think about this for more than 5 minutes. But you think you can come here with good reasons. It's not gonna work. A lot of people who decided this thing, we have think about this for over and over. Most of us, maybe we were like you at some times. We used to believe that, yeah, we should have kids, blah, 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 because we were also indoctrinated into believing that bringing kids is the good thing. But then after trying to think about the reasons why we think it's good, we find out that there is no reason. You see, if you do manage to think independently, like not focusing on yourself specifically, focusing on the child that you're gonna be bringing here, focusing on the good reason for that child, you are not gonna find any good reason. I'm telling you, there is no good reason for bringing that child into this world, specifically for that child, you see. But for you, there are many good reasons. You can say, well, I want someone to blah, blah, blah. Well, I want kids to blah, blah. Everything is all about you alone. You see, when you make that decision, you make that decision solely for yourself, not for that kid. You see, by the time you bring a child into this world, you never thought anything good for them. You see, they may not be able to think for themselves once they are here and not being able to realize what's going on, and they can never go against it because it means going against it means going against their existence. You see, you are in a trap. You trap them into this burden, into this prison where they cannot think or try to go against it, because thinking and going against it means going against their existence. you see. So this is like a survival mechanism, and nobody can go against it. But unless you realize, no, I have to think deep about this stuff, and you can never make the same mistake your parents or whatever people brought you into this world made. You can't make that same mistake, you know. So yeah, many people who are anti-natalist or whatever, that they don't want kids, they've already thought about this for a very long time. They've came with conclusions, they've came with reasons, they came with reasons against it, they've came with reasons to support it. So it's not like something that just came out of nowhere, just like that. You see, there's no way you're gonna convince this person that bringing kids is good, because we've already think about that, we've already thought about that, and there are no reasons, there are no good reasons. I'm standing here to say it. There are no good reasons. I was in an antinatalist, but I came into the conclusion by myself thinking, because I always think things through every time. I try to think deeper. I try to understand why I'm doing this and why I'm doing that. And I'm telling you, those guys, they are right about what they say. There is no reason to bring a child into this world, because this world is fucked up. This world is not good. What's the point of bringing a kid into this world while they're gonna end up being a slave? You bring them here and they're gonna end up slaving for money. Everybody's slaving for money, paper money to survive. And it's not like they're gonna survive forever. They survive for a certain period of time and then die. And usually they might express pain in this world, because pain is always a necessity. It's always necessary for our survival. We always will feel pain. There is no way you're not gonna feel pain in this world. You see? So why will you bring someone to be a slave for paper money? Why will you be someone to suffer in this fucking world to survive? Even old age, who wanna go to this motherfucker? I don't wanna go to fucking old age. I don't want that shit. Yes, there are people who think, oh, old age is good. I love old people. I want to be old myself. I want to live until 90 years. If you think about it, have you ever sit around old people and you look at those people? Man, those people are tired. They don't have energy. They can't run. They can't speak fast. They can't hear clearly. They can't see clearly. They can't experience the world as they is supposed to. Things have gone downhill over the years as they've lived. They can't think clearly. They can't think fast enough. They can't do things fast enough. Some they even shake. Some they can't even work. They can't do shit. Some they require nurses to care for them. Why would I want that? Why would I want that? Like, come on, fuck that shit. I ain't gonna live until I'm 70 or I'm 60 or whatever years. I don't wanna live until that shit. It's pointless. See, and also there is nothing. People believe, we're gonna get something. We're gonna get rewarded for all the struggles we went through in this life at the end of the road. No, motherfucker, there ain't no reward to this shit. You ain't getting rewarded no fucking shit. There ain't no reward. You think you're gonna go out here and struggle and suffer and then you get reward? Come on. Ain't no reward to this shit. You don't get rewarded for no shit here. You just suffer for pointless reasons. You just suffer for pointless reasons. There is no reasons. There is no point to this shit. We are as relevant to the world as a fruit fly. The way a fruit fly is significant to this world is the way you're significant to this world. The same shit. Even the ants are important in their little colony as you are in your fucking little societies. There's no point to this shit. There was no point to this shit. There's no reason for you to bring a child into this motherfucker. There is no point at all. Because the only thing that's guaranteed is pain and suffering. That's the only thing that's guaranteed. They can go ahead and chase all the pleasures like we all do. We're all chasing all the pleasures to run away from this dread, to run away from this suffering. We try to get all the pleasure. We try to eat as much food as we can. We try to feel good about ourselves, because that's what we can do.